Let me start off by saying that probably the best mold makers in the world are concentrated in 3 areas geographically in the world, Canada being one of them. We grasp technology, as you can see by looking around you here. Cavalier Tool is on the forefront of technology, like a number of our brethren in Canada, in the top 5% technologically in the world.
We have, as far as the amount of molds that are produced in this area and the quality and the level of technology, there are very few places in the world that can compete with us.
Canadians have never been the least expensive source. They've never been the most expensive source. They're somewhere in the middle. So when you're somewhere in the middle, you have to find value for your client. And Canadian mold makers do a really good job of trying to show value, whereas other mold makers just want to build the mold. They have that ability to be able to look for opportunities beyond just building a mold. It may be engineering the part before it goes into the mold. It may be streamlining the process after we make the part, but it's our continuous look to be able to improve the process. And I believe that other clients around the world that work with Canadian mold makers will say that Canadian mold makers are those guys who just get it done, regardless of what it takes.
In my 30 years in this industry, I've watched it develop into an arena where technology drives business. If you're not innovative, if you're not grasping technology, you will not survive in this industry. It's about manufacturing tooling with high technology and fast lead times, speed to market. That's what wins the race in our industry. And if you're not grasping technology, you're not winning.
So we believe that this is still a very custom and unique industry, and we have to be just as custom and just as unique to adapt to what our clients' needs are so that we can continue to be competitive, so we can continue to be innovative, and that doesn't mean doing what the guy next door is doing.
The supply chain is extremely important in the success of our industry. Because of the strength of our industry nationally and regionally, obviously, we have things like dedicated tryout shops. We do not have to infringe on someone's production in order to get our molds tested. We have multiple welding shops that specialize in the exotic metals that we use in our industry. We have shops that do secondary work, texturing, polishing, finishing, whatever we need to be done. There's a number of support contractors out there that allow us to be successful. This is a unique opportunity that we have that doesn't exist in other areas. It also allows us to do things like have a business model with 110 to 120% capacity as a standard. We can reach into that supply base, and when we get busy, send them some more work. They're trusted, we work with them, and when we're slow, we can bring it back in-house. Nobody gets laid off. It works well for all parties concerned.
What we have here in this region and in this industry is a concentration of suppliers that I've never seen anywhere else in the world. And this concentration has taken 70 years for us to develop, but what you have today is second to none. I get asked the question quite often, where did the Canadian mold industry start? And I'm very proud to say that we're 170 companies today, about 11,000 employees. And that kind of industry spawned off of 1 or 2 original companies. And I think it's something that as Canadian mold makers we should be proud of. Our clients can take pride in the fact that their business is with a company who's got 1, 2, sometimes 3 generations of experience and know-how behind their product and being built by somebody who's been doing this for 40 years. And I think it's something that as Canadian mold makers we should be very proud of, and we should make sure that we're not afraid to say that we came from 1 or 2 companies right here in the area and that we've grown into the industry we are today.